everybody. My name is Darwin Provas. I am from Liceo Santa Maria Las Condes. Okay. Cloning is done using a nucleus from an adult tissue of parent material. Would be cloning a way to increase the population of extinct animals that can be reproduced in some or other artificial environment? Do you prefer to live without animals or plants? Simply because we haven't made the right decision. Think about of the technological advance. Think about cloning. Research shows therapeutic cloning can we cure Parkinson's disease or removing body rich in vitamin A. To integrate a visual risk, nowadays no one wants to be an organ donor when you die. With cloning, we can clone the lungs, heart, etc. Therefore, if science can save people life by their cloning their organ, what is wrong with it? Cloning of a complete human being whose bone marrow will help to save the life of his brother with leukemia. The transplant of bone marrow calls case where a woman felt obligated to conceive another child who could provide bone marrow for her only son who suffered from leukemia. Cloning of transgenic animals, that is, animals with modification brought about by human genes, to use their organs in transplant in humans beings and thus avoid their rejection. Once a prototype of this scheme is gone, the inevitable variation and unpredicated situation that attend sexual reproduction. Thank you.
The fourth speaker for the opposition team.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, respectable audience. My name is Jan Carvajal, the fourth speaker of the opposition team. First of all, we want to remark that more than 60% of the population consider genetic cloning to be unacceptable in a culture like ours. Also, it wouldn't be the first time that science is inserted into the war. Think about the Second World War, where the two atomic bombs created the two atomic bombs were created to kill more than 220,000 people. Well, cloning opens up an entirely new window of scientific advancement for science and moral decline. The fact is that human cloning is a bomb waiting to be detonated. We feel that science has done a lot of great things, but without restrictions. Things that shouldn't be done often happen. It couldn't be a good thing. It would get out of control anyway. Recently, it has been announced that attempts to produce clonal embryos have already moved forward, using methods similar to those used to clone Dolly the sheep. The primary basis to be against is the hazards that have led to fetal and postnatal death, birth defects, and health problems. If governments or wealthy corporations allowed cloned people to make armies or to control people, we would be too weak to do anything against it. Whatever happens, We think that it's very important to monitor and have control. Even though cloning and genetic engineering are very popular these days, we still think that we are far away from a very new world society. Furthermore, we believe that any benefits that may result from stem cell research that uses clonal embryos, that is, genetic duplicators of existing individuals, will be far outweighed by the threats to women's health and to our sense of humanity. How many babies would die trying to be cloned until they get the same as before? We see no positive results from it. Another point that has been mentioned: would a cloned person be regarded as having been made in the image of the parent, and in some way expected to live as the parent dictates? Would a cloned person be assumed to have the rights non-cloned people are presumed to enjoy? Our objection to cloning extends to the psychological status of people. The psychological burden on someone knowing they are a replacement for a predecessor could be unacceptable. No matter how many identical humans are cloned, we do not think they can never reach to what God has done when He created two humans. Genesis chapter 2 says, "The Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being." Human cloning can produce exact types, but cannot give the identical breath life, because it is God's choice and act. No human can give it to the cloned person. So, as the new genetic and reproductive technology proliferate, the question is where to draw the line. We strongly believe that the line must be drawn here. Thank you.